going to keep the fashion talk going today with our next guest, an influencer known for her one-of-a-kind style that some call dopamine dressing, some call it kidcore, but one thing is for sure, that she is taking fashion maximalism to the absolute max.
We are thrilled and delighted to have Sara Camposarcone with us on the show today. Sara, welcome to The Social.
Thank you.
First things first, we have to talk about your look because you styled your own Met Gala inspired look today. So walk us through the outfit.
So I'm a huge thrifter. So I already had this thrifted 1980s suit. And then even my blouse is like a 1970s button down. And then I, of course, had to like embellish it with a bunch of accessories and fun things to kind of make it my own as well and bring all the color in.
So fun.
We love it. Well, you're giving and mission accomplished.
Thank you.
So listen, you've got over 1 million followers on social media, and we can see why, because of your amazing, unique sense of style. But if you look back at your old style, it was perhaps a little more simple. Is that even you? It's amazing. So you said it started to change over the pandemic, and so why, or what was it about that time that really helped you blossom with your fashion?
Yeah, I think during the pandemic specifically, when everyone was kind of like stuck inside and kind of looking for a little spark of joy during the tough time, I had a lot of extra time on my hands working from home and just kind of started playing around in my closet and sort of figuring out my personal style and where it was heading at that time, and just having a lot of fun with it. And I feel like some really crazy things came from it, and starting my TikTok, and the rest is kind of history.
I just love that so much.
Yes.
I think so much of us spent our like pandemic time in like our pajamas, and so I think people were craving sort of self-expression when we came out. The most fun thing about watching your videos is that the viewer never quite knows where you're going. You're just kind of adding and adding, and as Coco Chanel. Actually, I'm curious about this because Coco Chanel once said, before you leave the house, look in the mirror and take one thing off.
Yeah.
I feel like that's not your mantra. What is your mantra?
So I'm very like more is more type of attitude. Definitely when it comes to styling, I even have the phrase tattooed on me. So it's like something I definitely live by. But at the end of the day, I really just think it's whatever makes you feel comfortable and makes you feel good. So whatever that looks like, I think that's perfect for you.
Yes. So you call yourself a sustainable maximalist. So what does that even mean? Because those two things sound as opposite as anything could be.
Yes, so I definitely shop sustainably. I'd say like my closet is 99.5% secondhand or vintage, which I love. It's something I've been doing since high school. And also through my career and just doing what I've been doing now, I've been able to meet so many cool and amazing, talented small designers, which is another great way I like to shop ethically, and just knowing about where my clothes are being made, how they're being made, you know, the wages people are getting paid to make the clothes. And I think just being aware of those things is kind of how I keep in mind like where I shop and how I shop.
I love that.
So great. It's so great.
Thank you.
So you post Get Ready With Me videos for everything from job interviews to therapy sessions, but you also post yourself getting ready for dates. I'm so curious, what is your date's reaction when you arrive in these incredible outfits? And does that become a kind of litmus test?
I think definitely I haven't been on a date with anyone who's really matched the style energy that I have, which is totally fine too. I think honestly, again, it's all just about me being myself, especially on a first date, and being as comfortable as I can feel. And I think that's kind of a little bit of a test too, to kind of see, you know, the person I'm on a date with, if they can see that confidence too, which is a huge thing. Again, when I'm like talking to people, like confidence and how you carry yourself. Yeah, definitely.
That's so great, so great. You know, there's a saying out there, some people dress for men, some people dress for women, some people dress for themselves.
Yeah.
Who do you dress for?
I think I always dress for myself first. I think that really that's, thank you. I think that's something that we should all keep in mind. I think at the end of the day, making you happy, something that you feel good in, what makes you feel confident is the most important. So
I love that.
Great, great.
Okay, so sometimes in your videos, you'll say something like, this is so ugly, I love it so much. So how do you see ugly playing into fashion? Like, why is that an interesting thing to play with?
I think for me, too, it's a little bit of like the comical side to fashion and what most people would think is like super ugly. And I mean, I still refer to it as ugly, but it kind of makes it a little bit more interesting to me and like intriguing. I like things that for the, I guess for, you know, the average person would think is a little bit kind of different. And I think that's what makes it fun and kind of makes you take yourself not so seriously, too.
Yeah, well, we don't take ourselves too seriously here on the show either. And we love to play games, and we know that you have some spectacular, incredible pieces that are in your closet. So we decided, why don't we play a quick game with you called Sarah's Closet Quickfire, okay? So we're gonna ask you some rapid fire questions to get a better peek into your closet. Are you ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay, here we go. So which item in your closet has gotten the biggest reaction online?
Definitely everyone calls them my frog boots. I have 2 pairs. They're like these four-toed boots. I have them in like a black and a slimy green pair.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
are incredible.
They're
oh my
a
gosh.
conversation starter.
They're very Hulk.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what is the most impractical item in your closet? I mean, I feel like those might be, but okay.
There are a lot of impractical things. Probably I have this massive like hair extension hat. It's just so big and ridiculous that it's hard to see out of when I wear it, but it's insane, so I love it.
Oh my God, it's like a
Oh
Muppet.
my gosh.
Yeah, it's very Muppet, yes.
Very Muppet. Okay, speaking of impractical, we want to talk about a pencil dress. We're going to show the audience, and we're going to ask the question. It's
literally a pencil dress.
Literally made out of pencils. So the question is, how do you sit in this? Do you have to? Do you have to sharpen them? What happens here?
They're all pre-sharpened, but it was hard to sit. They were attached to like material underneath the dress, so there was like room for it to bend, although the like pointy parts at the bottom were stabbing my legs, so.
Did you make that?
No, I didn't make it. A designer in New York made it for New York Fashion Week when I went.
Amazing.
Oh my God, does it come with meds for lead poisoning? Or?
I know, I probably should come with like a warning.
Okay, we want to talk to you about this giant leg purse. So again, let's take a look at it. A leg purse, that's a purse. What does one carry in this purse beyond, I don't know, what, your lip gloss? I mean, what goes in there?
Yeah, I mean, I fit everything. It really doesn't go as deep as the whole leg is. It kind of stopped at a certain point, but I could fit like all my necessities, little wallet, keys, lip gloss.
You have to reach. You have to big reach.
Yeah, you have to do a little bit of a reach.
I dig it.
But
Well, this was so much fun. Sarah, what a pleasure to meet you.
thank you, you too.
Oh my gosh. We look downright boring today because of Sarah, but what a pleasure. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.